Fired up for a July 5th festivities talking New York Jets. Wait a second. Mina Kimes said what? Zoinks! It is unequivocally the Super Bowl for New York Jet fans.
Field Yates, baby. Field gosh darn Yates. Let's bring him on the show.
Come on, people. Connor Rogers is joining the show. What's up, Connor? But Trevor gosh darn Sycamore, baby, for me, personally, my favorite New York Jet of all time.
Wow, it's great to be on. What an intro that was right there.
Paul, nobody does an intro like you, man.
Paul, you give the best intro of literally any podcast that I've ever been.
I'm gonna lose my gosh darn bananas.
Hey, what is poppin', everybody? Paul Eston Jr., a.k.a. Boy Green. I'm the New York Jets digital reporter for Heavy.com. Welcome to Boy Green Daily, a daily New York Jets video show also available wherever you get your friggin' podcast. I hope you guys had a happy July 4th. For those that have today off, I have it partly off. I won't be at the radio station today for my morning show, but I will be back later tonight for Syracuse Mets baseball as I was last night. Nice win for the Syracuse Schmetties down there in Worcester. Very nice. So I will be back later this evening. But if anyone has a day off, enjoy the stuff. If not, enjoy the show. You're damn straight. It's the goddamn gun show, baby. The gosh darn, look at this, baby. And I'm getting better color because I remember a criticism of my lighting situation before. It made me look like Casper. It's a little bit better. You can see a little bit of the Puerto Rican sun-kissed skin here. But still, I'm still working on the lighting situation a little bit. So we've got different lighting. So, yes, I still look a little like Casper on one side of my body, and the other half is a little Puerto Rican, but it's hard to tell. But we're working on that diligently behind the scenes. Anywho, so when I was doing, let me just be candid. I had to do a baseball game last night. And from my house here in Oswego to Syracuse to get back to my radio station to do the game is somewhere in the ballpark of, like 45 minutes or so. So sometimes when I'm making the trip up, I like listening to a podcast. And YouTube suggested a podcast for me to listen to. Makes a lot of sense. Mina Kimes had my boy Taylor Kiles on. Mina Kimes of ESPN, Taylor Kiles of CLNS Media, Patriots guy, to break down the AFC East and go through all kinds of interesting scenarios and factoids. And as they're going through it and working through the conversation, they get to the end of the show, and Mina Kimes asks an interesting question, which I would love to explore in the show later, but not right now because I want to get to two interesting points she made and why I don't really agree. But anywho, she asked a question. The question is here. It's her and Taylor Kiles going back and forth on the subject matter. Ultimately, if the Jets defense was to regress this season, why would it? Neither of them believe it will. Let me just say that. They both believe the Jets defense is very good. Mina Kimes rated the Jets defense number 2 overall heading into the season. But she asked the question, if it were to regress, what would be the reason? Here's her back and forth, and I've got some issues with a few things Mina said. Let's roll.
Yeah, finish this sentence. Let's wrap here. If the New York Jets defense does take a step back, it will be because ...
Because Quinnen gets hurt. Honestly, he's just such a game wrecker. Like, they have waves, but he's just on another level. And the teams are so deep, it's really hard. Like, I'm not really sure.
No, but I think you're right, because there is no star edge on this team. Right. We've got a lot of really good pass rushers, and that adds up. This defensive front, as so often is the case with these coaches, the sum is greater than the parts, but Quinnen is the superstar. Right. I would say the same as with Sauce. The trio is really good, but it's not a super deep group of corners. And if you take Sauce out of that equation, I think you could run into trouble. But again,
I do like Stiggers, though, I'll say. I do like Quintet Stiggers. He was someone, the Patriots kind of worked him out. He's got a really interesting career arc. Definitely look it up if you're not familiar. He's had quite a path to the NFL. He's not Sauce. I'm not saying that, but I do think he's someone who could be a role player in some capacity. He's a long guy, really fits their scheme well. But agreed.
Throw a flag on that one, baby. Flag. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's throw the flag on a couple of things she said. There's no star edge on this team. Hassan Reddick, 4 straight double-digit sack seasons. Instantly one of the best passer. No. Let me rephrase that. He is one of the best pass rushers in the league. What do you mean not? They don't have a star edge on this team, Mina Kimes. What are we talking about? Not a star edge on this team. Hassan Reddick is a star. Not only is he one of the best pass rushers in the league, the moment he landed on the team, immediately he became one of the best players on the team. And this this roster, is extremely talented. Bar none, it's been rated in the top 10 consensus this entire offseason by every NFL media group. Could be NFL.com, could be The Athletic, could be all these groups have been rating rosters in the NFL. And the Jets have consistently been top 10, but I've often seen them top 5. And the Jets don't have a star edge on this group. She must have just forgotten Hassan Reddick because that just doesn't make any sense. But I've got another challenge flag to throw. The Jets' corners aren't super deep. Huh? What? Who? Huh? What do you mean they're not super deep? You said the trio's good, but first off, if it was just the trio, isn't that pretty deep in nature? Having 3 awesome corners? Sauce, who's the number 1 corner in football. DJ Reed, who's been a consensus top 10 corner in football, according to the analytics. And then Michael Carter II, who's been arguably the best slot in the league. Even if that's all it was, wouldn't that be pretty deep? Isn't that deep? But anywho, let's just put those aside because she says, beyond that, again, she said if you take out Sauce, like, oh boy, this unit could have some trouble, which I totally disagree with. What happened week 6 last year against the Philadelphia Eagles? No Sauce, no DJ Reed, and the Jets basically bottled up the entire Philadelphia Eagles passing game and held them to 14 points. Tay Hayes, God rest his soul. He's not dead. He's just not on the Jets roster. Craig James? Like, if that doesn't tell you about the depth at the cornerback unit, I don't know what does. And let me just go to this. Okay? So we've explained the merits of the 3 starters. The Jets' 4th corner right now is Brandon Echols. I would like to know, and I don't know the answer to this question. I haven't looked it up because I'm going to venture to guess without doing the research that there's not a lot of teams that will have a player of Brandon Echols' caliber at corner 4. He has 15 games of starting experience, and he's had a ton of production, multiple pick sixes on Tua. Sucker, he's your daddy, and everything else. Like, what? And then your 5th corner, Quintez Stiggers, who is the CFL Rookie of the Year. Not only are the Jets deep, Mina Kimes, but you could argue that the Jets are arguably the deepest cornerback unit in the entire NFL. What are we talking about here? You take Sauce out, and this unit could have problems? They're not a particularly deep cornerback group? I don't know, man. I don't know. So I enjoyed the overall conversation. If you guys would like to check, you can check it out on my Twitter, the link to the full interview. But I mean, I don't get that. It was a fun conversation interesting. They went through ups, downs, all over the Jets roster, offense, this, that, the other. I'll share a few clips out this week of interesting commentary. But that one at the end, I'm like, whoa. Again, it required a prop, which we haven't used on the show before, but not a challenge flag, but a penalty. Whoa. We had a few issues there that absolutely don't make sense. The Jets, of course, have a star at edge. That is Hassan Reddick. The Jets, of course, are super deep at corner. All of that was just utter nonsense to me. And I'll break a fourth wall here. Show you some behind the scenes. We're planning on having Mina Kimes on the show here shortly in the next couple of weeks, and that was before this appearance on the show with Taylor Kyles. Like I had already been working on that behind the scenes, so she's supposed to be joining us either right before training camp or during training camp later this month. So this might come up. I just that part I just don't understand. I would maybe we could challenge her on the show, but like, what other fourth corner has nearly a full season of starting experience on their resume? Maybe someone's going to show me a team. Hey, Paul, 12 teams have a corner that started way more than Brandon Eccles. Maybe that's true, but I don't think so, man. I don't think so. The Jets are incredibly deep. Again, you could argue the deepest. So to challenge and say, not deep, I don't get that at all. I will tell you this, and we'll answer the question, which I think is an interesting question. Like, if the Jets were to regress, what would have happened? I think that's a fascinating conversation. I have a few answers to that, but just on this topic, Sauce is amazing, and I'm not trying to denigrate Sauce with this answer. Again, if you take Sauce away, this unit is blah. It would be weaker. Of course, Sauce Gardner is the number one corner in football. Of course, this unit would be different. There's no question about it. But DJ Reed is pretty damn good. Michael Carter II, pretty damn good. Brandon Eccles has starting experience. I feel really good if Brandon Eccles has to go in there. And I'm hoping the Jets work out something with him. Maybe not. He'll probably want more playing time somewhere else. So I'm not sure if the Jets will be able to retain his services, but I'd love if they could. And then you have Stiggers, who is not your normal rookie, who played with grown-ass men. Now, I'm not going to say that everyone in the CFL is NFL talent. That's not what I'm saying. But, like, that's different than playing in college football. He's playing with grown men, not just a bunch of 20-year-old kids. He's playing with men. They're trying to put food on the table for their families. There is a fire in the belly of those CFL players. There's some professionals in that league. So, again, I like Mina Kimes. That's why I wanted her on the show in the first place. Like I said, we're working on that behind the scenes with the ESPN people. And I want her on the show because I have a lot of interesting questions for her. But I just, those two things, I just don't, I don't vibe with that. That I don't. But again, maybe she'll have a good answer when I bring her on the show and ask her about it. She's like, yeah, actually, Paul, I did the research. 12 teams have that. And I'm like, okay, I will shut up. But I don't think we're going to have those answers. But the question is interesting, though. The question is interesting. If the defense was to fall back, because Rich Cimini did another column on this. The Jets have had a top 5 defense in back-to-back seasons. And he said, we haven't seen that since... I don't think we've seen 3 straight, since Rex Ryan. His 2009, 10, and 11 defenses, I think, were all like either top 5 or top 10. I'm referencing an old Rich Cimini stat that I would never be able to find quickly. But it was something like that. And it's very hard, long story short, to maintain elite defensive play from one season to the next. Although the Jets have a good chance of it because basically their entire core returned, sans John Franklin Myers and Bryce Huff. And Jordan Whitehead, who you switched out, and then your passers you switch out to Son Radek, which again, he's better. But, just to whisper that. Yeah, he's a star edge on this group. So, but the thing I would say, if this defense was to regress, it would, to me, would be 2 injury issues. Because there's continuity. These players are even more familiar with the scheme. That wouldn't be a problem. There's no turnover in terms of a million new starters. There's not a real learning process to be had there. I think it would be 2 key injuries. I think Taylor Kyles was right. Taylor Kyles was right when he said Quincy Williams. Not only is Quincy Williams a superstar by nature, and he's really important to the team and an important cog in the machine, but the depth of defensive tackle is, it depends if you believe or you don't believe. Do you believe in Santa's fat ass coming down that chimney or not? Some people believe. Some people don't believe. What is the definition of belief? Well, it kind of goes into the definition of faith. And faith is belief without evidence. Some of these guys that we're looking at beyond Quinton Williams, Javon Kinlaw, who I'm intrigued by because the coaching staff is intrigued by. I'm intrigued by the talent and all that. And if the Jets saw it and I give them the benefit of the doubt on defensive development, okay, I see something there. So obviously, Javon Kinlaw. Solomon Thomas and just what he is at this point of his career. He's coming off a career season, but, Solly is Solly. Like Fotu. Is he a Al Woods replacement? No clue. So there's a lot of shoulder shrugs to the group. Michael Clemens playing a little bit more inside. Like you don't know. That it's just a bag of mystery. So if Quinton was like those guys serving in a subsidiary role like Robin to Quinton Williams Batman, that's totally fine with the rest of the defense. I think Javon Kinlaw can be a wonderful sidekick to Quinton Williams. Yes, absolutely. But if Quinton goes down, can Javon Kinlaw be Superman? Can Likey Fotu be Superman? Michael Clemens can be Daredevil? Not sure. And no, Marshall left a long time ago. He's not here. Jonathan Marshall is like on Pittsburgh or something. He's not here. We do have Tanzel Smart, but I don't know if he's making the roster with all the moves that are happening there. We have Jalen Holmes. That's another guy I don't think cracks the roster. We will do, before training camp, I promise, we'll do a 53-man roster projection, and I'll put that all together. NC says, we gave Kinlaw a decent amount of money, needs to perform. Yeah, again, the Jets giving him that money, and everyone bashed him for it. Don't we give the benefit of the doubt to the Jets defense? It's been pretty damn good. I think so. I think they deserve the benefit of the doubt and see it. But if they were to request to be Quinn, because there's not a lot else in the room, and then people could target that on the Jets defense. The other one, so that's a good answer by Taylor. Taylor Kyles, very nice answer. There's something to that for sure. But the other one I would say is Quincy Williams. Because, and again, to me, it's only injuries that could really, injuries to the right positions could make perhaps this superhuman thing a little bit more human, a little bit more vulnerable. It would be linebacker at Quincy Williams. So CJ Mosley's really good, and he's really good next to Quincy Williams. They're teammates. They got great chemistry. And Quincy Williams, first-team All-Pro, baby. One of the best value contracts in the NFL. He's a superstar. Argue he's the best linebacker in football. He's great against the run. He is a heat-seeking missile. And Mina Kimes said this yesterday on Quincy Williams. He was number 2 in pass coverage grade among linebackers in his area, only behind, checks notes, Fred Warner. That's a pretty good list. That is Quincy Williams to CJ Mosley. So if he went down, now we're going Chaz Surratt, Zaire Barnes, Sam McGuavin. You know what I mean? Like all of a sudden we're like, ooh, that one would be tough. Jared says CJ Mosley. Yeah, that's true. I think Quincy could take that part over. But I think the most important one to me is Quincy Williams. If he went down, you're like, oh boy. Or Quinnen, one of those two. And Zach Rosenblatt wrote that piece for The Athletic saying, oh, wow, the Jets defense hasn't had injuries in years. And I was like, please, don't talk about that. But that's a thing that could regress this unit. Outside of that, anything else would surprise me. Outside injury related. But it is an interesting question to ponder there from Mina Kimes and Taylor Kyles on what could be the reason that this team regresses. Again, I will ask Mina Kimes that hopefully here in a matter of weeks to get a little bit more intel on that, because that is just something I did not understand and immediately was swerving the car like, what? But very, very interesting. And there you go, my father jumping in. I'm about to open up the phone lines, but also heed his message here. My father says, reminder, tomorrow's scheduled prediction show, which is coming up. That's true. We're playing the win-loss game for the New York Jets, baby. After analyzing the schedule over the last couple of weeks, My father will go through the schedule and we will mark it win, loss, win, loss, win, loss. He'll kind of give us a little nugget on each game, and then we'll be like, boom, the record was blah. And then we'll talk some playoff and divisional stuff. And then we'll go to mine. Bing, boom, 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 boom. Here it is. All this other jazz. So I'm looking forward to it. They play this on the Rich Eisen show, which I love, and probably everywhere. The win-loss game, which is a fun game to play. So I'm looking forward to that. Deadline for tickets to the Jets home opener is Monday. And again, I want to clarify, it is Monday morning. Monday morning. At the end of Boy Green Daily, the doors are closed. And what I'm talking about, of course, is the New York Jets versus the New England Patriots Week 3 home opener. But you have to get in your tickets by Monday, July 8th, after Boy Green Daily, which wraps up like around 8:30 every day. So, folks, you want to make sure you get your tickets in. If you want to sit with us, that's really what this is all about. Upper End Zone, sitting with us to watch a game. It's $140 a pop. If you're on the fence, push it over the top, baby, and find a way to join our group. Again, Woody, it's official. He just sent me his money yesterday, so he's in. It's going to be me and my father there. Who knows who else could be there? There's going to be a bunch of content creators, Johnny Boy, Uncle Tio, obviously proud NYJ fan Nick Shine. They're all going to be there. But again, the deadline is in days. It's Friday, baby. So we are coming up on it. So guys, make sure you get those. And I will continue to pound that Brutus beefcake about that as well. And plus, buy the Boy Green merch, baby. I will be continuing to display it over the weekend. And you could get some of that action. I think I'm going to wear the Boy Green tank top tomorrow. Keep the gun show going, try to keep that action going here on the program. So you guys can enjoy the heck out of that. That link is down in the description. All right, let's open up the phone lines, you crazy bastards, and see who wants to hop on the show here on a Friday. So, all right, let's pop this in here for you guys. Someone's asked me before, Paul, why don't you just pop in the link before the show and then you wouldn't have to do what you're doing right now? And that's true, but I don't want to leave people waiting on the phone lines for a significant period of time. So I want to do it when we're like right about to go to the phone lines. We open up the phone lines. I don't know. Different strokes, different folks, I guess. But that is now pinned. YouTube.com/BoyGreen25. That pinned comment is how you click into the show, people. You may be watching on the Heavy on Jets page. Shout out to Heavy, who has supported my show for years. On Twitter, @BoyGreen25. And, of course, like I said, on YouTube as well. So feel free. Let's go right to those phone lines because Bobby Midnight graces us with his presence. What's up, Bobby?
How you doing, Paul? How you doing, Boy Green?
Good to see
you.
You.
I went 7.5 hours yesterday on my show yesterday.
You went 7.5 hours last night, Detective Midnight?
Yeah, remember when you left Jake's show? After
Jake's
show, I went 7.5 hours.
Wow.
And
Detective.
Listen to this.
Wow.
I need 47 more subscribers, right?
Okay.
And then my viewing hours is 2,977.
Good
And
Lord.
To get up to 3,000. So I'm almost there, too.
Okay, keep chugging along there, Bobby. That's excellent. Congratulations.
That means I'm going to be, what's that word, monetized.
Oh, okay. They can make some moolah, some money.
Guess what? You got to meet me and my brother down there, too.
I can't wait. That's going to be awesome.
That's
going to be awesome. Are you just sitting with us or are you tailgating with us, too?
Yeah, tailgating, yeah.
Oh, everything. Okay,
yeah,
great.
Because by then I could pay for it. At least, you gave us to August to do it.
Yes, right. Yeah. So for people who don't know, the ticket option, that cuts off on Monday. So Jets Patriots tickets sitting with us, Upper End Zone. But the tailgate to hang out with us before the game, the $65 that's hosted by Joe's Tailgate. You guys have till August to pay for those tickets. So you can either pay for them now if you have the money, or you can wait till August. Either way, we've gotten several people buying tailgate tickets already to lock in those spots.
Yeah, because July 12th is a special day for me. I don't have to pay child support anymore.
Hey, God bless America. Get the bubbly ready, Bobby.
I know, right? Well, I'm going to miss it, but I might decide to give her $100 every month anyway.
Oh, like a YouTube super chat.
Yeah, I love my daughter.
Okay. Well, let me give you one of these. I know it's kind of conflicting emotions for you, but...
Did Gator do your setup?
Yeah, this setup that we're all watching right now
Yeah.
is 100% Gator, and I'll let you guys know. We might have a brand new intro coming here in the near future, a Gator production. So I'm looking forward to that.
Doesn't he do awesome?
It is this thing right now. Like, he just did this of his own volition. He just sent me this, said, "Hey, Boy Green, I made something for you." I'm like, "What?" And then he showed me this. I'm like, "Oh my goodness, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen."
He did
it's
mine
awesome
too. He did the blue. You came on mine. I had the blue one.
Yeah,
he did that. Well, then he made this song about Sarah. You have to come on my show and see it.
Yes, yeah,
Oh,
that's
it's
cool.
a crazy song. You got to see it.
I will. Yeah, he's a good guy.
No, you could really go back and see it. You don't have.
Oh, on the videos. Yeah. Oh, right. It doesn't have to be live. Right. I could just go back to the channel. That's true. I am a subscriber. So, yes.
Yeah, and then you're going to do a Met game today again?
Yes, later tonight. Yep. Mm-hmm.
And your father's in the chat? I didn't know that. I didn't see him.
Yeah, he is. He isn't on the phone lines yet, I see, but he is hanging out in the chat.
Oh, I hope he calls in so I could talk to say hi.
Yeah, I do too.
Well,
I hope so.
I can call in tomorrow. You're on tomorrow.
That's true. He will actually be on the show co-hosting tomorrow.
Yes, Saturday.
Yes,
okay, I'll call him tomorrow. We'll talk to each other. Yeah. All right.
Can't wait.
I know you got other people in the back. I'm just so giggly. I couldn't believe I'm 2009. I was 2000 something yesterday.
That's awesome, Bobby. And no, I don't actually have any other callers right now, so it's just you.
Oh, really?
Now. Yeah.
Nobody else?
Yeah, I don't know. It's a Friday, I guess. Maybe people hung over. Maybe it was probably crazy last night.
Yeah.
Fireworks.
I finally went to bed last night early, 12 o'clock.
No, there you go. What time do you normally go to bed?
Well, after my show at like 1:30 in the morning.
Oh, good Lord. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, we could shoot the crap when right now. Where's your dad? Can he hop on then?
I don't know. Like, he was commenting. So that normally says to me, "Oh boy, he's about to pop on," but I don't know. I don't know where he is.
Well,
what's today? Friday? I don't know if he has a day off from work. Maybe.
He works? Oh, where does he
work? Yeah. He does nuclear power.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We got one up here in Vermont. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he's been at that one. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Oh, look, there's a Gator. He says, "Are we going to get more RDS syllables from Pops?" And by the way, Gator, you'll be happy to know that video production you made, I showed to my father. I showed it to him over Facebook, and the only thing I got was a laughing emoji. So I have no idea how he feels. Well, we can find out right now because my father is here. Let's. You called him out, Bobby, like the bat signal.
Yeah,
he has arrived. So here he is, my father.
Hi, how you doing?
Hey, Bobby, how's it going?
Hey, do you ever go to the nuclear power plant up in Vermont?
I used to go there. It's now closed. It closed.
Yeah, it's closed. Yeah.
So I went and
I live in Brattleboro.
I lived in Brattleboro. I was born in Brattleboro, and yes,
You were born in Brattleboro?
That's correct.
You did tell me that. Wow.
And I actually had oversight of the nuclear plant in Brattleboro and visited it several times.
You went to Brattleboro High School?
No. I was there as a baby, and then in grade school, that was it.
Okay, grade school. You went to green school?
No, grade school, and then we moved away. Moved to
which grade school do you go to?
I went to like 4 different grade schools.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So I probably couldn't rattle them all off.
Yeah, I wish Gator could pop in that video. No, you guys can see that with Sarah. Oh, it's crazy.
Yeah, I'll have to see that. All right, Bob, I'll swing back to you in a little bit here, and I'll come back. And Pop, I appreciate you trying to copy the gun show. That's okay. If I needed an opening act, some sort of a Pee-wee show, perhaps before the main event, that's something we perhaps could organize. But
okay, so I wasn't going to bring this up, but here's today's story.
Okay.
If you could show everybody your tattoo on your arm there.
Yeah, sure. Let me see the best way to do this with the mic. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So we both have that same tattoo. Could you tell the audience the difference between your tattoo and my tattoo?
Well,
okay.
One of us wasn't squirming in the seat when it was happening. Like, ooh,
yeah,
ow, I wasn't.
I wasn't going to tell the story about when you passed out getting that tattoo. What I was going to
Wait.
tell the story
Yeah,
on
okay.
is the scaling. The guy said if he put the tattoo that I have on my arm on you, he'd have to put it on your back, like a New Kids on the Block from That's My Boy.
Yeah, which is yes. Well, it was just a different stylistic option. Yeah.
Is that what it is? Okay, we'll move along.
Which, by the way, real quick. So, folks, this answer to this question is going to be the first answer I hear about it because, again, all it was simple text messaging essentially and showing you the video clip. What did you make of what Gator did to that video I sent you over message about your words yesterday? He turned that around pretty quick. That's actually very impressive. But
yeah,
yes.
that was impressive. He's done better work, and I mean by that is he took exactly what I said, and not all of everything I said, because again, I said my feelings would be applied to any person that missed mandatory training camp. So it was fine. It was a halfway decent semblance of Aaron Rodgers' voice.
Yeah, AI, baby. Yeah, he's pretty talented with that.
Yeah, billion-dollar organizations. He kind of downplayed mandatory minicamp. I'm not sure what mandatory means. Maybe you should open up the old dictionary and blow the dust off it or Google it or something. But anyways, I thought it was fine. It was good. I have no problem with it. He didn't cut it up. He did in segments. But again, he didn't say the most important thing. To make it whatever syndrome he's calling it, you really have to say if I was calling Aaron Rodgers out, and I'm really calling anybody out, including Tom Brady, and I think someone mentioned, I think New York Jets FL mentioned a few players, Brady being one, maybe Peyton Manning, maybe a Cowboy. I just don't remember which Cowboy. But I am against anybody taking a vacation when you should be. They have plenty of time off for the most part. Jets players, unfortunately, for the past 13 years, have had more time off than some to schedule a vacation. No, I'm not being funny. I'm saying there was plenty of the year he could have scheduled a vacation. That's it. I'm not really
RDS is what it's called, that they've named it. Rogers Derangement Syndrome. You were the first person on that asylum that Gator made. Yes.
Yeah. So, again, it's not a Aaron Rodgers thing. It's an in general thing for any player that doesn't show up when his team is required to show up.
Okay. You did mention earlier in the chat, so I guess you should have put that on the I don't know. Did you ever submit your win-loss prediction on our heavy contest?
Last year? Yeah, I did have it at and actually I had them at 7-10 last year when we did the predictions.
I see.
I'm not going to divulge it. I do have it, and I'll tell you, I was thinking about it today when I was walking the herd of dogs. And think about this, think about, 7-10, but the games they won, the Philadelphia Eagles game, really nobody had them winning. The way at the beginning of the season, it was hard to say this, but I would tell you that rolling into the Houston game, there was a lot of question marks on the average person on could they win that game. So you think about those games that the average or the NFL experts, whatever, that they should not have won. The Buffalo game on Monday night when Aaron Rodgers goes out. So now that's 3 games. That means you blew your ass out on 3 other games that you should have won, right?
Right.
So those
Kansas City.
Games, right.
The Patrick Mahomes game. Oh.
Those 3 games that, and I don't mean this offensively, but really the Jets, at least 2 of them, the Jets had no business winning. And what I mean by that is, with Aaron Rodgers, the Buffalo Bills, that's what I'm not, and then, the Eagles game, who's, they're flying high, doesn't make,
undefeated. Yes, right.
Now, the Houston was a good game, but yeah, so you think about that, the missed opportunities for the Jets last year to break the playoff drought. Those are definitely 3 games that, where was the Vegas money on? And then the ones like the New England loss, there's one of the, the ones that could have flipped it around.
The Raiders, right? You had that little run of the Raiders game where they lose by 4, and they scored a touchdown, and then the refs went, whoa, 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 whoa. Zach Wilson stepped out of the 2. You're like, oh, come on. And then they scored the very next play. Whoa, 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 whoa. C.J. Uzomah held from the 1-yard line. Back him up 10. You're like, come on. So there's a bunch. The trick play to Garrett Wilson. The play, Nathaniel Hackett, what are we doing here? Garrett Wilson hurts his elbow. The next play, okay, yeah, let's do wide receiver, wildcat throw. And the player was wide open, but Wilson's arm was hurt, so he just went, ugh, and then it was incomplete. And we were like, wait, Hackett, why did you call that then? That could have been effective at any other point.
And I don't know. The most underutilized asset on the team last year, right, on the 2-yard line, the guy that gets 2 yards 90% of the frickin' time, who spent most of his time, getting splinters on his ass on the bench, right? Dalvin Cook is there. Send him in. And put a big fatty in front. Put Quincy Williams in front of him as a fullback and run him in 2 yards. You're going to make that 90% of the time. So try it 4 frickin' times. How about that?
Yes, that's one game off the top of my head. And they almost got the Hail Mary at the end that would have won the game in a crazy way, too. So, yeah, that's there was some in the same stretch where you're like, whoa, how'd they win that? To others, like, how did they lose that? Yeah, several ones on the docket. Yeah.
So, as the season progressed, I'm like, well, those glimpses, maybe I'm going to be way off with a 7-10. So, but they're not going to – my prediction, I won't say anything else, but will not be 7-10. Tomorrow morning. It will not be 7-10. And it won't be less than that in the win column just for the people out there.
I see. Again, so win-loss game tomorrow, guys, and as well as we're going through it, because, again, you can watch all the other prior episodes of the Boy Green Daily Hop on Pop special to get a full glimpse of the schedule as we broke it down into quarters. And then now we get to this point of win-loss where we will go through the full schedule, give a nugget or two on the games that we're going to give nuggets on, and then give it, and then some perhaps extra, chutzpah, some spicy brown mustard perhaps after the fact, and say what they could do perhaps with the division and things of that nature, and maybe that may be clear with the record and things of that nature. But I'm looking forward to it, the win-loss game. I think we waited a proper amount of time. A lot of people do that in May. That's a fun thing to do. But as we get closer to training camp, and it's basically on top of us, like I said, we are, what is that math? So we're going to be 23rd. So, 18 days still. So, 18 now. 18 days away from report day, and then 19 days away from the first training camp practice. So, again, it's all under 3 weeks. It's right around the corner, finally, after all this time.
Can't wait. It's going to be exciting. Ready to get back to some football.
Okay. Should be a doozy. Is that the bacon I hear on the background?
Oh, yeah. She's got about 2 pounds of bacon. And then I'm not even sure I'll be able to eat it all. I might have to, give some to the dogs.
There you go.
Nice. We got some bears up here, so give them some bacon. Yep.
What a nice guy. Oh, yeah. Yeah, there you go. There's a Cowboys nugget before you get out. Dak Prescott in a walking boot with the foot sprain. He's no longer in the boot, by the way, according to ESPN sources, but apparently had a foot sprain this offseason, and someone took a picture of him in Cabo with a walking boot. Any concern there?
No, not really, because the Cowboys, their backup, literally has the highest winning percentage of any active quarterback in the NFL right now.
I don't know. Trey Lance hasn't played that much, but yeah.
No, Cooper freaking Rush.
Yeah.
Who's actually, I said the Jets should try and gone and get last week 2, after they played the Cowboys. Go get them. They should have gone and get them. Many quarterbacks that would have had the Jets ended up with 11 wins at a minimum if they had brought him in. But Cooper Rush just being one of them.
Yes. Well, he's all right. We'll see what happens there. But before you sign off, apparently I've got a special message for you that just came in. From a fan of the show. He wanted to show you something. So let me see. Let me make sure I get this appropriately here. Okay, let me see if I'm going on the. Yeah, sorry. It won't allow. Sorry, the person who sent this. I'll just say it. It's Johnny Boy. That message won't happen for desktop. It says it's unsupported. You have to use your phone to see it. So I'd have to show him a very poor version of it. Unfortunately, I think Johnny wanted to show you his kid. I think that Addison is who he wanted to show you of, but Instagram is not allowing me to do that here on the computer. So sorry, Pop. I think he wanted to show you pictures of the. I mean, yeah, I guess I could do this. It won't be nearly as cool or dynamic, I guess, but here we go. Here's some Johnny Boy pictures, which again, shout out to Johnny Boy who, oh, wow, these are beautiful. Okay, so I'll kind of flip through these, but let's unplug this.
Yeah, while you're showing them, oh, there it is. Very nice.
Yeah,
Johnny Boy, how is your wife?
Yes, right, because that's the big thing. We heard that she was having a few issues post-pregnancy there, so hopefully she's okay. That's more important. Yeah, I see they're not coming across on the camera, so sorry, guys. I won't be able to show you the rest of those Johnny Boy photos, but very nice. I'll have to resend those in some other way for you guys to see them. But yes, Johnny Boy, let us know about your wife, for Pete's sake, who delivered a baby. And I heard her in the background. I think it was Jake's show or our show, or my show later, excuse me. I can't remember where, but I heard her. We were talking back and forth at some point during the show. That was a lot of fun. So anywho, all right, Pop, appreciate it. And I'm looking forward to the show tomorrow.
It'll be fun. It'll be good. We'll get a few dumbbell curls in before the next show.
Dad, what you've done is fine. I know at your tender age, you have to do what you can and lift what you can. Whatever your doctor recommends is fine by me. And just bring the guns that you have, okay? They're good enough.
All right.
Don't change.
I'm going to go bring them. I'm not even going to say it. I'll move along. All right.
God bless. We'll see you. There he is. Esdenson, my pop, joining us here on the show. Let's go back to the phone line so we could do some more public peer pressure for Ted, NY Jets FL, here on the program. It's a wonderful ceiling. This is nice. Look at this. It's a nice wood, perhaps.
I knew you'd be shaming me. I'm unloading a trailer
Jets
full of
Patriots.
fireworks.
Oh, that's okay. Oh, yeah, all the fireworks. Yeah, your business, right? Exactly. So we get that Jets Patriots. What's happening? That's coming up. The deadline on Monday. What's going on?
Oh, Jesus. Okay, I'll look into it. I'll have to look into it, Paul. I had a lot of drama.
Yeah, of course.
So
yeah, no, that's okay.
Question. So your dad, given Dak Prescott's record of failure in the playoffs, you think that guy would not be on any vacations? He'd be in the, training 18 hours a day, film room, whatever he's got to do to make himself better, instead of getting a tattoo all over his body, which my friend who's a Cowboy fan said he had to go under anesthesia for that one, supposedly. Note to Bobby. Bobby's show's great, by the way. Yeah. Do not ask Mr. Edston anything about nuclear secrets, because he's probably sworn to some kind of binding agreement with the government. So don't ask.
Yeah, I would agree with that, probably. Yeah.
Don't ask any questions about nuclear. And note to your dad, I wouldn't poke the bear with Gator, because there could be a barrage of let's just say montage of videos coming out if you tell him his work is mid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, see, there is a lot of people that may be on my trash list that I have this platform and I can dunk on. I don't think at any point in history Gator will be one of them, because Gator's a dangerous man. We know what's in the holster. If he just kind of walks into the bar, you just kind of like, because at any point he could saloon style and pull out the gun. We're like, oh, whoa, whoa, hey now. So he's got a lot of power behind his editing skills. So I will not challenge the great God Gator. Absolutely not. He's the chosen one. I will not cross his path on purpose. Absolutely not. But hey, I respect the chutzpah of my father. There you go.
I agree. No, I agree. Confident guy. It's funny. I was watching my friends are Cowboy fans, so we were watching the Cardinal game, and they basically got blown. Cowboy Cardinals, and they basically got run right down their throat. And so there are, NFL is so up and down. We look at these games, especially with the Eagles and the Chiefs. The Eagles' defensive, the mastery of the defensive assemblage of players we had to come up with because of the injuries, right? We had to get guys off the street, play secondary. that's a testament to Salah and the coaching, and we had the biggest, Zach Wilson. We'll talk about, your dad was saying, oh, we could have won a bunch of games. Look what we had. I mean, we had two third string backups and Trevor Siemian from the scrap heap, and Zach is in the scrap heap. So, we can go through the whole thing, Paul. You can't. And season to season, Paul, season to season, teams make playoffs one year and some teams don't even show up. I have a feeling, might be a hot take, I don't think the Texans are going to make the playoffs this year because they have a ridiculous schedule.
And man, the people that are on the Texas, I just heard that again, the same thing Mina Kimes is doing she does this NFL Power Hour thing where once a week she has an analyst on there and they're ranking the players and they do it like contest style. So Jets didn't even have a chance to get picked until like 10 or 11. And man, they're all over the Texans, one of the best teams in the league. I'm like, man, let's see. Man, there just seems to be a lot of prognostication. They've got talent. But, man, there's a lot of prognostication for some of these jumps. And I'm looking at Jets, thankfully. I'm glad that we're playing the Texans again. In a primetime game, no doubt. Like, okay, let's see what happens. Yep. That's I want us to test against them because I feel the same as you. I'm like, I think we're drinking a little too much of that Kool-Aid.
Yeah, that schedule's brutal. So, about all I got, Paul. I'm on like 4 hours of sleep every night. So that's about all I got. I know. I keep saying I'll look into it, but I'll look into it Sunday. It's probably the earliest I can try to figure this thing out.
There you go.
It's been.
Deadline is Monday morning at the end of Boy Green Daily. So there's your time, pal.
Okay, Paul.
We'll
Appreciate it as always, Paul. Yeah.
Thanks, Ted. God bless you and your fireworks. Absolutely. Appreciate you. I will answer your question, Jared, so hang that on tight. I see we got to say shout out to Uncle Tio in the giving mood, giving out a Boy Green membership. That is the coffee club, baby, that when people call in, you see that on the screen. Shout out to Gator for making that. Folks, the things that help support the show are the coffee club, baby. The Boy Green Coffee Club. For just $2.99 a month, you can help support the show. You get special logos by your name. You become part of the family and everything else. So it's beautiful. So shout out to Uncle Tio for that, who gifted a membership. And Gator was gifted a membership here by Bobby. I'll give a shout out to that in just a moment here. I'm trying to see who was who. If you are in here, let me know who got gifted by Uncle Tia. For some reason, that's not popping up on my screen. But Bobby giving a membership, and it goes to Gator. Gator, welcome to the Coffee Club officially, brother. We appreciate you. Welcome to the team, and thank you, Bobby Midnight, for gifting a membership. You guys in the giving mood around the holidays. Thank you, people. Beautiful. So again, I have it here. That is Gator McCluskey. Was gifted a membership. Like I said, I don't know why Uncle Tio's isn't showing up for whose membership he gifted here. I can't see the person. Let me hit the refresh button, see if maybe that'll pop up here of why I'm not getting anything here. Let me see. Let me go back through. Who is our other member? Yeah, for whatever reason, that is not popping up. It's private, I guess. I don't know. Weird. Okay, if anyone else sees it, let me know who was the other person that got the membership. I see it's a Gator here, but I can't see anybody else. But yes, feel free to either give memberships away, like Bobby Midnight and Uncle Tio, who are both members themselves, or, you know what, join yourself. Feel free to do so. People are saying, is it Johnny? Was it Johnny who did it? Oh, okay. I thought Johnny was already a member. Maybe not. But whoever it was, for some reason, like I said, it's not showing up on my chat. So I appreciate it. Oh, boom. There's another one. Uncle Tio with another membership giveaway here on the Boy Green Coffee Club. And same thing. Whatever, for some reason, Tio's aren't showing up. So I don't know why I'm not reading his. Like when Bobby puts one in, I could see that Bobby gifted Gator. But Tio's are not popping up here. Oh, no, I see it now. Alan. Oh, boy. Alan was just gifted a membership from Uncle Tio. I see it now. So congrats to Alan for joining the Boy Green Coffee Club. Oh, boy. Spectacular. Look at that. Let's go to Gator McCluskey, a new member of the Boy Green Coffee Club. Some think Bobby's show makes him sleep deprived. Hot take. Folks like Ted and many others also sleep deprived from Bob's historic program. Okay, there you go. Beautiful. Oh, wow. Another membership from Bobby. You guys are on a wild run here. Let me go to a new Boy Green Coffee Club member, Alan, here on the show. Because I listen to Four Jets podcast, Boy Green will be part of the memberships owed. 100 memberships to Jake for 13 wins, 50 memberships to Nick Shine for 12 wins, 25 memberships to Bobby and Boy Green for 11 wins. Beautiful. Thank you. Hey, let's sign up for that, baby. Thank you, Alan, for that. Another membership. Okay, let's go. Who do we have the latest here? Daniel Murphy. Welcome to Boy Green Coffee Club. Shout out to Bobby, who just gave you this one. Another new membership coming in. Again, a shout out to Daniel Murphy, who was just gifted that membership, part of the Boy Green Coffee Club, baby. You guys are in the giving freaking mood. Shout out to Uncle Tio. Shout out to Bobby. All right, baby. Here we go. Expanding the Boy Green Army at one membership at a time. You guys are awesome. So keep it going. And make sure you guys, if you, again, first off, for yourself to possibly be gifted a membership, open up your settings. You can just click it and flip it. You can see it in your settings to allow yourself to be gifted memberships. And also you yourself, there is a join button on the screen, depending on however you're watching. There's either a straight up join blue button underneath the video that you guys can join, or hit the money sign to join. That is on your screen as well, whether you're watching on your phone or whether, again, you're watching on your desktop. Either of those options should be available for you guys to join the Boy Green Coffee Club to help support the show. I love it. Excellent. And more people for the Boy Green Coffee Club. We are an elite group, baby. An elite group. And it's great to have Gator and Alan and so much people in here, although the people are not feeling so great, I see, about the Allen thing immediately. But different strokes, different folks. So shout out to those guys. Again, shout out to Daniel Murphy, Allen for getting it, Gator McCluskey for getting it. And yeah, for whatever reason, I can't see Tio's in here on that second to last one. But either way, I appreciate all you guys for joining here. And there you go. Daniel just said it here. Become a member of the Coffee Club for a birthday gift. Thanks. There you go. Beautiful. And Tio, thank you. That's very nice of you. So like and subscribe. If you were gifted, spread the word. Boy Green Coffee Club. That's a great way to do it. Yeah, spread the love, baby. Pass it on. Feel free to do so. Yeah, Clancy, you guys can tell me if it went to Dakota or who it went to, quite frankly, because like I said, for whatever reason, it's not showing up on my side. I can't see who that first one went to. But whoever you are, name yourself, show yourself, get some love. But while we're waiting for that and any other memberships I want to drop before the end of the show, you guys want to keep giving you want to keep going to the giving mood, feel free to do so. I will try to find Jared's comment here. His comment or question was, or drop it again, Jared, if you can, about the offensive lineman that you wanted me to break down. So feel free to do that, Jared. Unless I can find this comment real quick, because we've been doing like these all-time lists. And let me see. Yeah, I don't think I can find it. So, Jared, if you see it in here, go ahead and drop that in again. But the three offensive, there it is, 3 tackles for the Dream Team. Thank you, Jared, for that. And we've been doing this all-time list. Okay, immediately on the list, I don't have to look this up. Winston Hill, Pro Football Hall of Famer. He was the class of 2020. That was that expanded COVID class. 8-time Pro Bowler, played 15 seasons, an absolute monster. He was initially drafted by the Baltimore Colts way back in the day. He was a monster, 6'4", 270 pounds in the 11th round back then. But despite getting drafted by the Colts, he chose to sign with the AFL New York Jets. That's where he spent 14 of his 15 years, and he was spectacular. And he was there for their back-to-back division titles in 68, 69. He started at left tackle in the Super Bowl when Joe Namath delivered his guarantee. He was their blindside protector for Joe Namath. And here are some of these numbers from the Pro Football Hall of Fame website. At the time of his retirement, Hill held Jets records for most consecutive games at 195. Consecutive games started, 174. He was named All-Pro and All-AFL in 1969, second-team All-AFL 3 times, and second-team All-NFL 3 times. Additionally, he was an All-AFC honor winner 5 straight seasons from 1970 through 1974. And again, I have to have Connie on the show who could speak even more to his greatness. But how is Winston Hill not the first selection of this all-star team? He's on there. Another tackle that, of course, I'm going to is DeBrickashaw Ferguson, baby. Brick. He's my boy. I'm going Brick. Played for a decade. The only snap he missed was a weird trick play. So he was a quiet type. He didn't pound his chest about it, and he never really talked about him because he just did his damn job. DeBrickashaw Ferguson, one of the best in the business, one of my favorite players, and a great story. I don't know which. Let me see which shelf it's up. Maybe it's over here. Oh, yeah, here it is. Okay. This is it right here. I have this shoe autographed by DeBrickashaw Ferguson. Not sure if you guys can tell. It has D-Brick, hashtag number 60. That's his jersey number. Story time with Boy Green. Here you go. So this shoe, okay? Here's a nice shoe, kind of old school. These are the Reebok days, okay? Here's the story with this shoe. What the hell is in this shoe? There's some weird things in this shoe. But anywho, the point is this. My dad brought me to a Jets training camp, okay? This is when the players stayed in a hotel near the facility. But we go to the Jets practice. We go there, and we're waiting through the autograph line and the sign line, and we're waiting there. And I see DeBrickashaw Ferguson, and I didn't know what I wanted him to sign, so I took off my shoe and said, "Hey, there's this big spot on the side." And DeBrickashaw kind of laughed and said, "This is one of the weirdest things I've ever signed, but okay." And he signed this shoe, right? And then I put it back on my foot. The other one, by the way, the other shoe is signed by Muhammad Wilkerson. So that one you feel less great about, but hey, that's neither here nor there. So anywho, he signs the shoe, puts it back on my foot. My dad's like, "All right, son, let's go back to the hotel for the night." I'm like, "Okay, Pop, thanks so much for bringing me out to Jets training camp." We go in, and then we go to our hotel room. Nothing special to talk about. Then my dad says, "Hey, boy, go get us some ice." Gives me the ice bucket. I go on our floor where the ice bucket's supposed to be. It's closed off. They're like, the ice machine doesn't work. You'll have to go to another floor. I'm like, all right, I guess I'll just kind of mosey around this hotel and try to find. And I go, boop, 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 jump in the elevator, and I go up to a floor, and I step out, and I'm like, what the? There's Jets stuff everywhere. Like there was a Jets list for training camp schedules, what you're supposed to eat, drink, this. I'm like, holy crap, the Jets are staying at this hotel. I'm on the floor of the New York Jets. And I sit there for a second and say, oh my God, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Like, I should probably just step back into the elevator, go down. They must have cleared the entire floor. So I imagine for security and privacy, they booked an entire floor of the hotel just for them. And I said, I should probably just immediately, go back in the elevator, go down. But I'm like, well, I don't know. So I said, okay, actually, I'm going to go back down and tell my dad and see what I should do. Give him back the ice bucket. I can't remember what he said. I don't know if he said yes or no, but I'm like, here's the ice bucket. Here's the ice. I'm just going to go back up there and look around. I don't know. What's the worst that could happen? They find me and say, hey, get out of here, kid. So I go back down. I'm by myself. I go back down, give the ice bucket back to my dad, and I just start walking around upstairs, just kind of looking. And again, I tried not to take too many pictures because, that would be strange. But there's pictures of all kinds of weird stuff, and I'm pretty sure I have a bunch on my phone. I have to go back and look through. But there was laundry schedule and food schedule, and again, it was the Jets, and there was Jets logos on everything. I'm like, holy friggin' crap! And I'm walking down the hallway. Okay, I'm walking down these hallways, and a Jets coach, I didn't recognize him like it was the head coach. It was an assistant coach, so I wasn't exactly sure who it was, and it was a quick moment. He just came out of a hotel room, turned the corner, me and him see him, and I'm like, "What's up, coach?" He's like, "What's up?" And I played it cool. I just did a head nod, "What's up, coach?" and just kept walking. Now, here is the secret to the story. Major shout out to my dad. So I'm in these shoes. Remember that an hour and a half ago or 2 hours ago were signed by DeBrickashaw Ferguson. These are on my feet. But the good news is that my dad bought me the latest Jets gear. I had the training camp hat on. I had a training camp shirt on. I had Jets training camp shorts on. So apparently I looked as if I worked for the team. So I was just some intern or something. And so I passed the first test of a coach just running into me. And he'd go, "Hey, what the hell are you doing here?" Yeah, I just went, "What's up, coach?" "What up, whoever the hell you are?" And we kept walking. I'm like, holy crap, it worked. And I keep walking down the hallway, and I crap you not, I absolutely, and I'll answer that question in a second, Jeremy, the rest of it. I crap you not. DeBrickashaw Ferguson comes out of a hotel room, and I'm in my head. I'm like, hubbada. This guy just signed my freaking shoe. He's gonna know it's me. He saw me. We had a conversation at Jets training camp like an hour ago. So like, I'm like, but just play it cool. And then we're walking by each other. DeBrickashaw Ferguson's like 7'20". He's not that tall, but whatever he is, and I'm freaking 5'3" on a slanted hill. We walk by each other, and I'm like, "What's up, Brick?" And then fist bump. Boop. He's like, "Yeah, what's up, man?" Played it cool. Now, if I didn't play it cool, you guys could never fact check that, but I will tell you 100% that's what happened. Walks out the hotel room, and then I just go, "What's up, Brick?" Fist bump, boom, kept walking. I'm like, "Oh, you played that cool, Paul." Talking to myself, booyah, that happened, and this shoe. So the shoe that he autographed, we passed him. This is the same shoe I was wearing when he autographed it. I passed him in that hotel room, and I said, okay, I got to stop playing around. So I loop back around, but a lot of the players were playing like Madden or something. They have, for whatever reason, this hotel room, they had like almost a suite, but I don't know if I want to call it a suite because you could just kind of walk in and out of it to get to your hotel room. But they're all around a video game system playing Madden. I was like, whoa. And that would go too far. Let me jump in. Hey, what's up, boys? Let's play some Madden. I didn't want to push my luck. So I had that interaction with Brick, met the one coach. I'm like, okay, I got to get out of here. I'm going to get busted. But that's it. That's a story. So shout out to my father. If I wasn't wearing the gear, I don't know if they would have been like, hey, what's his face? Like if I'm wearing a Jets jersey, I would have been effed. Like they'd be like, clearly this guy isn't an intern, but I wore the appropriate gear. So shout out to my father. True story. If you're listening to the show, you could see the visual of me showing you the shoe, but it's true. Crazy story. Anywho, let's jump back to the phone lines. This is a guy that was reaching out on other social media. Let's go to Johnny Boy here. Johnny, still in the hospital, I see.
Yes, sir. What's up, Boy Green? How you doing, bro?
I'm doing awesome. More importantly, how's the wife doing?
She's doing well, man. She's they're just trying to get the swelling down and the blood pressure down and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she's always had like kind of like complications afterwards, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
They're just trying to make sure everything is good. But
does she have a feeling down south? Did all that get fixed?
Yeah, she her stuff is intact. Let's just say
excellent.
That. So
okay,
she's a seasoned vet.
That's true. Vet. Right. This isn't her first rodeo. That's yes, of course.
Which is good. But I saw Unc last night. He came through.
Nice.
So he was here. We were just chilling and whatnot. Appreciate you, Unc. And yo, you know the Yak God, right?
Yeah, Malachi Corley,
right?
Sure, yeah.
Right? You ever heard of the Trap God?
Trap God? No, I don't believe so.
Shout out to Daniel Murphy, man. Happy birthday, Broham. The Trap God, dog. Happy birthday, Broham. He's on
and
there.
Getting a membership from Uncle Tio. Very nice. Thanks, pal.
It's his birthday today, so
yeah,
pretty
happy
cool,
birthday.
man.
Yeah.
So.
She's in the bathroom.
Yep.
Okay, I'll grab her in a minute.
Dude, constantly coming in, boom. Yeah,
wow.
Dude, I can't sleep. But anyways, dude, that Brick story is crazy, dude, and awesome. I wish.
Wow. Oh yeah.
Yeah, but just want to come through up here, show some love, man. Trying to show you the pictures of baby. Yeah, she's right here.
Oh actually. Yeah, I saw them on my phone, and they're beautiful, by the way. They're oh my goodness, oh, God, I got to be there in a couple of months. That's so crazy. Look at Addison.
Yeah, get ready.
Yeah, I know. This is really just because again, it won't be my first rodeo either. It's just bringing back flashbacks of me being back in that hospital and everything that we went through for that. So that's it's just crazy. It's like going back through the journey again. But these pictures that I'm having issues bringing up on here, but I'm seeing them and oh my goodness, the black and white, the faces. Oh my goodness, I'm looking at them right now. These are beautiful.
Yeah, I was having her watch a couple of. I had her watching the Mike White game. Kind of some glory day games, right?
Sure.
So trying to make her happy, but she's
watch some tape. Yeah.
So, but Jets, bro, I can't wait, man. Can't wait for the Jets to play the season. I mean, it needs it. We need it. Like, let's go, bro.
100%, bro. We're right around the corner. Can't wait to meet you in person, man.
Yeah, same here, man. You dude, I'm so hyped, and I saw you guys released the menu. They released the
is
menu.
that out? Oh, great. No, I missed it. Okay, so the menu's out. I got to go. Where'd you see that?
I think Nick had released it, if I'm not mistaken. They Till Tailgate Joe released it for that game. So a taco
beautiful. I will
bar.
pull that up. Ooh, nice.
Yeah, like with like carne asada, pastor. So I'm like hyped.
Okay,
Can't
good.
wait.
All right. That's we've that's beautiful. Okay, I will have to pull that up. Thank you, Nick, for letting me know, you bastard. So excellent. I will have to grab that. When did he post that? When did that come out?
I think I just saw it yesterday. If I'm not, I think it was yesterday.
Okay. Yeah, I guess days for you. That's understandable that days for you or somehow.
Yeah, I don't even know what the outside looks like anymore.
Yeah, that's all right. I will look that up on Tailgate Joe on the website there to promote that. But no, thanks for the shout out, Johnny. And again, you're killing it.
Now you're killing it, bro. JETS, Jets.
Yes, sir.
Jets.
I love it. Thanks, brother.
That's the baby voice.
I know. I saw that. I thought that was her at first. I was like, wow, that's impressive. She's a fast. She's a quick learner. I love that.
Later, dude.
All right, see you, Johnny. That's beautiful, excellent, and another membership from Uncle Frickin' Tio here. Beautiful. And now we see this one. This one is to Clancy _ New York Jets. Clancy, welcome to the show, baby. Boy Green Coffee Club, baby. Absolutely. So shout out to Uncle Tio and shout out to our new member here. Guys, this is an army, and hopefully you guys can spread the word and keep joining the group. The more, the merrier, baby. The Boy Green Coffee Club. We're different every day. July 4th, don't matter. July 5th, don't matter. Every gosh darn day live at 7:30 in the morning. And Uncle Tio, thank you for spreading the good gospel. And thank you to Bobby, who's also sent a few memberships through. And you guys can spread the love. Feel free. It's $2.99 a month. That's it. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy for a cup of coffee, baby. Absolutely beautiful. And I'm seeing if I can find it. I don't see any tweets from Nick Shine here on the let me go to Tailgate Joe and see if I could get there and see if the menu is released. Well, obviously it is because Johnny Boy was just talking about it, but I'd love to see it myself so I can tease you guys. That is, by the way, as I'm trying to pull this up to see what the menu is, it is $65 a pop for the tailgate, which is optional. Oh, yeah, here it is. It looks like all these details. Okay. Yeah, here we go. Okay. All right. Biggest, best. Not much better. A few things. Okay. Let me see if I can click on this and see all the details. Yeah, because they're doing it with other people too, I know, for the tailgate. But let me see if we could get the tailgate part. Okay, it's coming up here. I should be able to have those details. Let's see. Okay, yeah, so here is some stuff. Okay, a lot of juicy details here on the Jets-Patriots action. Okay, people? This is for the tailgate. Thank you to Johnny Boy for giving the shout out so I can give you guys the details. This is for the tailgate option. Okay, for joining us for Jets Patriots Week 3, Thursday, September 19th. If you buy the tailgate option, which by the way is $65, okay? It's $65 to send that through. Here's what will be included. You get all the food and beverage you care to have. And there's always more than enough. This is straight from the Tailgate Joe website. The party is 4 hours. That's how long I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be at least 3, and it's 4 hours. There you go. It's going to be a 4-hour party. All you can eat, all you can drink. That's $65. Live entertainment. There will be a DJ there that will be providing it. There's the Bago Bag Toss. I'm glad they're not advertising the Boy Green Toss on here. That's wonderful. Some of the tailgate games. And also, this may be obvious or not obvious, the tailgate passes do not include parking or game entry. Again, when we get closer to anyone that is driving to the game, we will have, from the Jets, Nick told me that we will have parking pass available at cost, so there won't be any extra fees. So we'll cost you additional than the money you've already spent, but it will be at cost where it's not anything more. Like, you know, sometimes you go to Ticketmaster, like, I bought a $50 ticket to the game tonight, and then there's extra fees splashed on that. There should not be for this, which, by the way, we should get closer to the event. So keep that in mind, everybody, for that coming on. But again, all you can eat, all you can drink, all that jazz, that is going to be phenomenal. I'm trying to see if we could get the specific menu here to check out the food. Where do we have ticket options here? Just trying to see. This is something I normally don't like to. Oh, here's the menu. Okay, I'm an idiot. Okay, here we go. Here's the menu, people. Okay, so there's a taco bar, beef, chorizo, marinated chicken. We've got skirt steak, special burger, green chili cheeseburgers, La Frida beef blend topped with white American and Hatch, New Mexico fire roasted green chilies, hot dogs with kraut and red onion, yellow rice, and Mexican corn. There you go. And they are proudly serving Yingling beers, our pour of choice. We have both their traditional lager and their awesome new flight. Beer is free for everyone in the lot over 21. Wow. There you go. Okay. There's another little perk. Free for everyone in the lot. Very, very nice. That's in the lot. That's over, of course, 21 years of age. So there's the food, everybody. Taco bar, beef, chorizo, marinated chicken, skirt steak. Oh, I'll eat all that. And then the special burger, I'll probably have to get a plain burger. But hey, you know what? Hey, different strokes. Maybe we got to try that burger too. I don't even know. But there you go. There's the menu, baby, for the event. Again, $65 a pop for that action. Food, drink. Let's go. William says, sign me up. That's the way to do it. Again, all the details are down below. It's $65 a pop if you guys would love to do it. That is in the description down below. PayPal and Venmo is the same. It's Paul, A the letter, ESDENJR, gmail.com. That's my PayPal and Venmo. Again, you guys can make sure you send your full name, first and last, your email to interact with you and go back and forth on. And, of course, the details of your purchase. If you're buying 1 tailgate package, 2, 3, 4, 5, or tickets. The tickets has the deadline of Monday morning, okay? The tailgate, you have until August to pay. So you got a little bit more wiggle room there. We'll give you a more specific date when we get a little bit closer. So, guys, just keep that in mind. We'll go back to the phone lines here in just a second. Excuse me. We got a YouTube super chat coming up in here. It's Gator McCluskey, baby. Gifting back. Thanks, Bobby. iPhone are blocked from gifting membership. Hopefully that changes. Get a gift, give a gift. Cheers. Go Jets. A nice little $4.99 special here from Gator McCluskey. And similar to Jake, I'm going to have some sort of sounder that I will add, and I will make it different from Jake's of some little thing. For now, we just got to do a JETS chant, which... I will work on that. So every time we get, we'll ring the bell every time for super chats and other things coming in, a special sounder to recognize all of you. I'll work on that behind the scenes. But there you go. Thank you to Gator for the wonderful super chat. And thanks to everybody that's been gifting membership so far. That's beautiful. So whether you can do it on the phone, laptop, or anything in between, we appreciate you all the same. God bless. And thank you, Gator, for that gift. All right, let's go back to the phone lines. The train keeps rolling for FL Phil 98, baby. Hopefully you enjoyed his July 4th. Let's bring him on for a July 5th. What's up, brother?
Good morning, Paul. I love the story about the Brickashaw Ferguson. That's why I called in. You know, I got to share mine with you the other day about Wayne Corbett. Those kinds of things are just really something. I think Brick gets a bad, like he doesn't get the credit he deserves as a player. I personally think he's going to be a Hall of Famer. I think he might be one of those guys. It might be like Klecko. It might take forever. But I think when, over time, people are going to look back at 10 years, never missed a snap except for a trick play. Solid, maybe not the most dominant, but a damn good player. He might be one of those guys that, 20 years from now gets in.
I hope so. But I think it's to your point. I think it may take him a while because the thing that he may be missing, if they're going to be looking for it, is the litany of Tyron Smith's a good example as another guy of the litany of all pros and things of that nature that put him in the public eye a lot, and the winning or lack thereof. There was pockets of winning for Brick, obviously, but there would probably be another one for him that unfortunately he was part of some of these runs where we weren't having the hubbub that maybe the Chiefs or some other crazy team could have been having from that perspective. So I hope he gets in because he's one of the best humans that we've ever had on this team. That's for sure.
Yeah, I think he's a dark horse. I don't, I just think it's a possibility in time. And he did have, over his career, the Jets were pretty good a lot of years. Maybe not great, but pretty good a few times.
Yes. Yeah, they were. Yeah, you're right. So that again, his run. So let's see, if it was 10 years, 2006 to I think 2015 or 2016 was his last season. So think about it. There's a couple of AFC Championship games. He was obviously on the Brett Favre team. Yeah. There was certainly some fun winning sprinkled in there for sure.
Absolutely. The other thing is, I watched waiting for you to come on live this morning. I actually caught a little bit of the show with Jake. I was watching that.
Oh, yeah.
I was waiting for you to come on. And the bit with your father was funny, man. I loved it. Yeah. Your dad seems like a guy who loves to bust balls, so I hope he can take it when it's busted back.
That is, and I think that's a really cool part of it is that's how he's been, that he loves giving people crap, which he does. He has my entire life, but it's been really fun and cool. But when people give him crap back the other way, if it's good, he'll go like, all right, you bastard, you got me. So yeah, I'm hoping for that too. That's funny.
Well, he acknowledged it was funny, but he still kind of tried to defend himself. So
he did. You noticed that, didn't you?
I did. And listen, there's no question. He hates Aaron Rodgers. Just say it, man.
Yeah, that's true. Right. He said, no, of course I don't. You're like, do you? You know? Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I know he's realistic, and I get that. And he tries to be objective about the Jets. And I know he says things like "we" to piss people off. I get it. He's I get what he's doing. But just say it, man. You hate Aaron Rodgers. Just say it.
Just get it off. Say it with your chest. That's it. Get it off there. That's funny.
Yeah. And by the way, this shirt's probably as old as you.
Oh, yeah? Let me see that thing. What do we got? Yeah, let's see. Oh, wow. Look at that. Like, what some people will say to you, Phil, is they're like, oh, wow, you got a new shirt for the new logo. And you're going to be like, nah, man, this is what the logo was, pal. And then we're finally getting back to it. So I love that.
Yeah, this is back from the 80s, early 80s. Somewhere in there is when I bought this shirt. So,
That's cool.
I've had this forever.
And you're getting that merch back. Like, that's the thing. Most of the time, teams like the Washington football team, what a terrible example. The Washington football team is calling themselves the Guatemalan, whoever the hell they are. And you have to go, I guess I got to get that stuff. Like you're like, whoa, the bell bottoms are back in, baby. Booyah. All of a sudden, it's making a comeback. I love it. Again, it's my favorite Jets logo of all time, and I'm glad it's back. And, hey, we got it up here on the helmet, too. Oh, yeah. Yeah, long overdue.
Yep. I had a Jets jacket for years. And in the 90s, when they were at their absolute low under Kotite, there was a junior high bus stop out in front of my house.
Mm-hmm.
And I was coming out with my jacket on every morning, getting in the car, and these guys would see me. And one day I heard one of the kids say to the other, see, I told you he's a Jets fan. Like it was hysterical that anybody would actually wear that jacket at that time.
Right. Mm-hmm. Wow.
So I paid my dues. I'm waiting for this one, baby.
See, that's it. We go through. I just had an intern at my radio station, and I gave him a bunch of crap. He's apparently a Pittsburgh Pirates fan, and he had the jersey in his closet on what was our last day of the week? So Wednesday. So Wednesday, he was going to wear it, but he chose not to, and he explained on the radio because they lost the night before. And I'm like, whoa, dude, that's when you wear the jersey, man. You don't just, hey, we're on a 5-game winning streak. Here's my shirt. I told him, I'm like, hey, man, I wear Jets like every day anyway, but specifically after a loss, I wear it even more. I'm like, is there a way to get like some Jets armbands on or something, like something more to show that I'm not running from anything? So yeah, I absolutely lit my intern on fire and said, no, pal. Yeah, that's loser mentality, you bastard. And that you thought twice about it. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting.
All right. Well, listen, Paul, thank you very much. And I can't wait to see what you come up with tomorrow. And we'll see what your father has to say about what I said about him being a hater.
Oh, yeah. He's he will bring that up. Thanks for the call, Phil. That is no doubt going to be brought up. And boy, we've got some membership love being spread here on the program. Let's do it, baby. Let's show it up here on the big board. Clancy gifting memberships. He gifted, and now he is doing the giving to others. So let me do it. And I think you guys are right. We're trying to figure out what's the proper chime. The draft chime, baby. Let's give a special shout out to our new members, William Emily. He is now a member of the Boy Green Coffee Club, and he's joined us before. We got Mr. Business gifted a membership. Dave Briga gifted a membership. Card Cave Central gifted a membership, and Hyder Ali gifted a membership. Massive. All of that is thanks to our friend and new Boy Green Coffee Club member. This is the Boy Green Coffee Club, Clancy_New York Jets, giving a membership to William, Mr. Business, Dave Briga, Card Cave Central, and Hyder Ali. Oh my goodness. Let's friggin' go a few more times. That's right. Yes. Yes. Damn straight, baby. Thank you, Clancy. Spread the vibes. I love it. When I'm looking at this comment section, and all I'm seeing is logos, baby. All I'm seeing is logos. That's great. Beautiful. Thank you, Clancy, for your wonderful gift. Yeah, baby. And he loves it. That's the approval. Love the draft chime. That's a new thing. Every time we get super chats and YouTube memberships, we're playing that draft chime, baby. Paint the chat green. Damn straight. And for those who don't know, look at this. This is it right here. Boop, boop. When you become a member, you get this special signal. And the longer you're a member, other things change and things in the chat. And I'm going to have to start doing the emojis and all that jazz. We're going to have to jump into that train too. Oh, yeah. I'm still live somehow. It's an hour, 20 minutes on July 5th. How am I still live? God only knows. I guess I don't have a radio show to run to. So as these super chats, everything with super chats and memberships were coming in, baby, we were keeping this train rolling. So shout out to everybody, all the giving, Clancy, Bobby, Uncle Tio. That's super cool, man. So thank you guys for giving back and spreading the gospel. Okay, here we go. We're back again, baby. The chimes continue because we got a YouTube super chat from another brand new member of the Boy Green Coffee Club, Daniel Murphy. Gator's got a point. Pay it forward. Have a great day, everyone. Booyah. Salute. Boom. Daniel Murphy, baby. Damn straight. Thanks, brother. And love the Joe Douglas arms. He did not miss arm day. That's for damn sure. Joe Douglas, stone cold, baby. Spread the gospel. And the draft chimes. That's a beauty. I love the draft chimes, though. That is a great selection as far as I'm concerned. I would play that 1,000,000 times if I could. That is freaking amazing. Thank you, Daniel, for the YouTube super chat. And it's really just a great thing in general is to pay things forward. You know, whether it's a drive-through line and say, I'll pay for the guy behind me or this, that, or the other. It's just really nice. Oh, yeah, Jared B said, Paul, the other tackle. Oh, geez, I'm so sorry. I got lost in all the draft chimes and partying. All right, so who did I say? So I said Winston Hill, obviously, first choice. Brickashaw Ferguson. All right, let me get a good one. A third tackle. I guess I haven't touched right tackle yet, but I mean, let me think about that one for a second, Jared B. Let me not rush in this decision of picking the right tackle. I got lost in all the hoopla. Who is the right tackle? Not right tackle. I meant that like the correct tackle. Jared B going Jumbo. That would be a fun choice because of just the nature of Jumbo Elliott. Fabini, that's another interesting choice, potentially, as Jared B's kind of throwing potential options out there. Yeah, that's interesting to me. Marvin Powell, that's probably a great choice. Yeah, I was just trying to think. I was just trying to go through my brain of like, because I like representing eras too. That Winston Hill and the Super Bowl era was great. Brick and this 21st century spectacular. One of my favorite players for sure. Boy, I gotta like lock in a pick here again. I loved Winston Hill. Let me see what. Oh wow. Well, let me see if I can. Let me look up this. Let me see if I can do something here. This is. I'm gonna use my phone a friend option here, and I want to make sure I don't miss anybody. There's got to be someone else that I'm not thinking of right now. Who else am I not thinking? So we got Winston Hill, we got Brick, all-time team. Those are the two tackles selected for the SNY all-team, and I'm not surprised. Those are two. Okay, let me see this. Okay, who am I? Is there anyone else I forgot here? Okay, so that's not a New York Jet. No. Yeah, Marvin Powell, I guess. So that was, yeah, if I'm representing eras, that's a 70s, 80s, let's see, first round in 1977, fourth overall pick. Hey, Brick was the fourth overall pick too. That's a nice little symmetry there. Given the Jets started at tackle, stayed there through his Jets career, ended after the 85 season. He started 130 out of 133 games with the Jets. Yeah, Marvin Powell. That is the name, baby. I love it. So after some much deliberation, Marvin Powell is the choice. That's proper representation. Aaron Daniels, Willie Colon, a guard, not a tackle, but he was really good too. But yeah, we were trying to get the top 3 tackles, but I think Marvin Powell's the right choice. And shout out to John Sauer, had that first. Yeah, I think Marvin Powell, to round out the group. So we got DeBrickashaw Ferguson, we got Winston Hill, and we got Marvin Powell. And great options, absolutely great suggestions. And Randy, that's another good one, again, from William. Yeah, that's another great choice. We have a good first world problem from that perspective. And that's also true. Mr. Business says, Cologne is more of a Steeler, I feel. Like the Jets have a long Alan Faneca, who had a nice little run here with the Jets, but obviously a pit stop on his way to the Hall of Fame. And you could go through like guys like that, guys that ended up being Hall of Famers, Ronnie Lott. John Riggins was interesting because it was reversed. He was here first before he went and had success elsewhere. Most Hall of Famers, it's them having the cup of coffees at the end of their career with the Jets as opposed to the other way around. So a lot of great choices, but great question there from Jared B. Well, thanks everybody for this special hour and a half July 5th show. So giving. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for the YouTube memberships, and spread the gospel, baby. Okay. Boy Green Coffee Club. Like I said, it's $2.99 a month. That's just a cup of coffee every month. It helps support the show and spreads the green. I love seeing the green in the chat because once you guys are members, I'm just seeing green, green, green. And it's my favorite color, baby. And I love to see it. We'll be back on tomorrow, baby. We're playing the no flag necessary for that. I'll put that down there, but we'll play the win-loss game. And we'll want your guys' win-losses for the New York Jets. Hold them. Think about it. Let it marinate on the surface. And then, like I said, we will hear some of yours as we're going through ours. Me and my father will play the win-loss game for the Jets, go through the full schedule and play the game and have it all set up for you. And then I'll want all your guys' win-loss predictions in those comments, baby, and we'll do it together. And I think it's a proper time here, just a handful of weeks out from New York Jets training camp before we get this party started. Thanks, everybody, for joining us, and shout out again to everybody. Let's just let's play those friggin' chimes, baby, one more time. Nancy, Bobby, Uncle Tio, thank you for all the memberships you guys gifted. That is so kind and sweet. And thank you for the super chat from Daniel Murphy, Gator McCluskey, and so many others for helping support the show. God bless everybody. Hope you guys enjoyed some time with your family yesterday, and hopefully you enjoyed this hour and a half Boy Green Daily this morning. We'll be back tomorrow morning, bright and early, same time, same channel. We'll see you guys then. God bless, and we'll see you later.